If you write down the wrong number and you draw it wrong or anything else, it's just wrong, and I mark it wrong. Okay, it'd be minus 12, I think, because there's only 8 questions. Remember, there's 2 orbitals, 2 electrons, 2 dots, 2 shorthands. So those of you who did your homework last night, that is essentially the quiz. 2 of each. Okay? Everybody good with the orbital notation? All right, the electron configuration for arsenic. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p3. Okay? Dot diagram. What's the highest energy level? All right, so the 4. Remember, you look at the energy level. Energy levels are the numbers, right? So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, what's the highest coefficient that you have here? So we're all of the 4s. 4s2 and 4p3. You're counting all of them, all the 4s. So 4s2 and 4p3, we need to draw the arrows to figure out how the dots look. So 4s2 has how many lines above it? And 4p3 has how many lines above it? So you're going to draw the arrows to how the dots are going to look. So S2 has how many arrows above it? So up and down. Okay, now you draw the dots to look exactly like those arrows. Like I said on the video, it doesn't matter how you put the dots on there as long as they match. So pick a side, and you have 2 arrows together, so you want to put the 2 dots together. It doesn't matter which of the 4 sides have the 2 dots. I tend to start on the top. You put the 2 dots, bottom, side, whatever. And then you have 3 single arrows, so you want 3 single dots. So as long as you have 2 together and 3 singles on any of the 4 sides, your dot diagram is correct. Everybody good on that? All right, and the shorthand notation for zirconium. Now, you'll have a periodic table that'll look like your green one, except that it will just be on white paper when we do the quiz. Yes, you can. That's why I make copies of it so you can draw and write all over it. All right, so when we put our numbers in, you will have to be able to put these numbers in. It will not come with these numbers. You will have to do that yourself. Huh? What? No, the periodic table is just yours. I'll give it to you along with the quiz, and you can write whatever you want on it. Okay? So if you misnumber it, again, you're going to get the wrong answer for your shorthands, which happens regularly when we do these kind of quizzes. Okay? And people will come up to me and go, Ms. Wall, does the number start with 3 here, or 2 here, or what number does it start with? Well, I tell you, no. Or I'll tell you I don't know, or I don't remember. All right, so we said zirconium, which is right here. All right, so what's the noble gas before zirconium? Kr. Remember, you always go to the end and go up 1 if you're struggling to find it. So Kr in bracket. At the end, back to the left, what number do you have? 5s2. What's right here? 4d. And how many do we have? 2. 4d2. All right, question. Emma stayed up way too late last night. The 5 is the first number you see. This block is called the lux. So how many elements do I have in the S block? 1, 2. So S and then 2, because there's only 2 elements. What's the next number you see? 4. What block is this? D. And how many elements do we count? 2. Okay, you got it? All right, let's talk homework. I have no idea what I assigned. All right, so what I assigned for homework, because I don't remember. Yeah, I know what element. All right, aluminum. All right, there's aluminum. Bromine has 35. All right, there's bromine. Those are the two longest. The electron configurations, I said what? All right, there's GA and T. All right, there's PE. AL's dot diagram is there, and TE's dot diagram will be. All right, and I'll do shorthand on the periodic table. There's 6 of the homework. All right, there's 6 homework questions. There's 2 orbitals, 2 electrons, and 2 dots. Now I'll do shorthand on the other table. We practice those in class. Now those will be the write out. Hopefully you want to see it. Yes, yes. You know how hard. I told you, this is terrible class has to make up. I told you, this is not terrible. Of all things to this is probably one of the easier things you have to make up. Really? I didn't think coloring was that bad.
Like my mouth was open, I was like,
You probably made me look like an ogre when you were still working at midnight.
Huh?
He probably made me look like an ogre when you're still working on chemistry at midnight. Watch the video. Okay. All right. So does everybody have this? Do we feel okay about these? Yes? No? Where are we at?
Yeah.
100%. What about those of you who were here yesterday? I told you this was my loud side. Yeah. Y'all had to participate yesterday. Yeah, they struggled yesterday to participate without y'all here, by the way. Yes, Catherine. All right, y'all hush. So the dot diagram is based on the outer shell. So like when you look at aluminum, what's the highest energy in this? So I drew my dots based on this. So I had 2 dots or arrows that are together. So I drew these 2 dots together to represent those 2 arrows. So I drew a single dot. See, I have 2 orbitals that are empty. That's why I have 2 sides that are empty. So when I drew tellurium, which is here, my highest energy level in this is the 5. So I drew this one and this one. But I had to draw their arrows to match. So I drew, in my head, but I drew 5S, and they're paired. And then 5P has 3 lines. So how would the 4 look in 5P? How would I draw 4 arrows? So up, 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 and then down. So 2 are paired. So I drew 2 sets of dots to be paired. Right one. And then I had a single and a single. So I drew a single and a single to represent those single arrows. Okay? Anybody else? Questions? Okay, let's start shorthand. All right, which 2 elements did I give you to do shorthand with?
AR and AR.
I gave you what?
I N and
I got manganese. I'm looking for indium. I've lost it.
49.
Oh, there it is. The 5 will pop up. That's why I can't find it. All right, so indium is right here where I put the circle. What noble gas is in front of indium?
KR.
All right, so KR in brackets. Alright? So from KR, I come over here, what number do I have, Ethan? So I put 5, well block. And how many elements do I have? So then I have what number? Well block do I have? And how many elements do I have? So I write like 10. Then what number do I have? And then what block do I have? And I write P, and I have how many elements until I get to Indian? And I write 1. To the element you're doing. Yep. Okay, so if we do manganese, which is here, what noble gas is before manganese? AR. So I write AR in brackets. And from AR, I come back, and what number do I have? What block? How many elements? What number? What block? How many do I have so I get the manganese? Got to count it, so 5. You count the element you're doing, yes. Okay, everybody there. So now we got to do the hard part. Wait, what? All right, so if manganese is here, go to the end and up 1. Okay, to get the noble gas before your element. Okay? Now, that's the easy part of shorthand. Now we got to do the part I told you we'd do today. Everybody there? All right, let me erase all this crap. The block doesn't work that way. Okay, now why? You could be at West doing this. It could be worse. It will be. And all those polyatomicons that you have on your reference table, you got to memorize it, Wes. Or she won't give it to you. Say what?
You ever help your
Yep, I learned more biology last semester than I ever would. When I didn't know it, I brought her here before him. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
I have more with y'all than I have at home. By the time I get home, my patients are shot.
Real quick. You work out your kids at West. You think you're gonna.
I know I am. I don't have to think about that. I can run circles around a lot of things. No, I don't have a self-confidence problem either. All right. I'm sorry. I just do this well.
West is not best.
Not in some areas, no. You're sitting, dude, with no insulation. All that is a thin panel. You're sitting in the coldest spot in the room. Okay, genius. You're sitting in the coldest part of the room. You're not going to get warmer just by walking somewhere else. But that is the coldest spot in the room. Okay, it's the coldest part of the room. Sit someplace else and it might get warmer. Okay, I see what you mean about the desk. Yeah, she got the wrong number of desks on the road. Because there should not be 3 desks on that front.
Oh, yeah.
I like
It's okay. You can sit at the counter. There's not a problem with that. I'm just telling you that it's going to be cooler there in the morning than it is anywhere else in the room. So I would recommend, moving over by where Tyshawn is or by the back door because you're going to be warmer than you are by that window. Close the door. Was it on their phone?
They're like, hey, look.
Maybe they thought you were good looking. I don't have an explanation, Danielle. Okay. So, if you look at your periodic table, I said yesterday on the video, if you look at the numbers, they go from number 57 to number 72. Some genius decided to snip the periodic table apart, take this entire block of elements, because if you look, this says number 58, number 71, out, to put it at the bottom, and smush the periodic table back together. Not a problem, except that, you see how it goes from 57, 72? There are elements that are missing there, okay? So, when we get to this spot right here, we have to come down here. If you look at this atomic number of 89, it jumps to 104. So when we get to this spot, and I told you to put like a little square or something here, you got to come down here. So we have to learn how to read the periodic table to accommodate those changes. It was too much. Probably. Yeah, it's real. They put it at the bottom. It's just too wide. Yeah, it's just organ. That's the part of the people. The helium at the top by itself is just okay? So they just put it at the bottom. Now, the problem with this is, so when you're reading across, if you say 6S2, you read 5D how many? 1, and then you have to go to the bottom. So don't write this down right now. So you're going to have like 6S2, 5D1, and then we're going to have 4F, and we might have like 4F7. Now, if you're reading the orbital overlap chart, it would read 6S2, 4F8. Okay? It does not account for reading across here and saying 5D1 and then cruising down to the bottom. Okay? Because of that, all right? Because of that, this chart will not work for this whole section, and the whole F block. So you have to learn to read the periodic table to do these sections. So those of you who are shaking your head going, I'm just going to use that orbital overlap chart. It won't work for down there. It'll work for anything else, but not that. Okay? Everybody with me on that? So we're going to do element OF right here. Okay? And like I said, I put this in my notes and not clutter up my table, because when we get to color coding down here, some of you are going to be like, no, I need my other chart. This one's got way too much on this one. I need to put it on that SPDF one because I've made a mess. Just put the examples in your notes. Write OS. Put shorthand examples in your notes. Shorthand examples. Write OS. The atomic number, if you want that, is 75. Go ahead. Okay, and now we're going to write the shorthand. So, what's the noble gas immediately before OS? All right, so we're going to write XC in brackets. All right, so when we come back from XC, where do we go? Does everybody agree with Alexa? 6F? All right, everybody with us over here on the 6F? Yeah, no? Okay, so 6F how many? All right, and then we hit what number? What block is it? There go my blocks there. So, 5D how many? No. 5D1. And then we go where? Right down here. 4F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because remember, F has 14. Now, when you get across here, where do you go back to? Right there to that dot. So now we have 5D how many more?
Now we have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, hold on. What are we going to do with this 5D1 and this 5D5? Yeah. Now, I will tell you that I don't care whether you write 5D6 and then 4F14, or if you write 6F2, 4F14, and 5D6. I will take it either way, as long as they're combined. Okay? Some books will even put them in numerical order, and will do 4F, 5D, and 6. Very few books do that. But there are some who will put them in numerical order. So I don't get bent out of shape if you flip the order of the 5 and the 4. I prefer that. However, I will not take off if you flip them.
So, in the front of original overlap, we can't number the things, like they have to know.
Yes.
But we can't put them in.
If you followed the chart of overlap, it would be 6, 4, and 5. But it would have been read wrong because you would have just gone, no, you would actually have that. Ooh. Yes. Yes. But if you didn't, if you just read it the way you and you started the 6, 5, 6, you would have skipped the whole 4, 6. You would have gone right on. Yes. You got 4 14 across the bottom, and you go back up and pick up the other. And you can now, and I tell people this too. If you're one of those visual people who can see, I can say 5D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and write 5D 6, and I know I have to go back and write 4F14. Go ahead and do that. But if you're one of those folks who doesn't realize that, and you write 6F2, 5D6, and you're done, don't do it that way. You need to do 5D1, 4F14, back up, 5D, 5 more. Okay? But if you're one of those visual people who goes, okay, I know that dot I've crossed, it means I need 4F14, then you can go ahead and do that and write the 5D6 when you count the first time. Yes, exactly. Okay? Okay. Because this dot that we've got right here represents 4F14. Yes. Yes, it is. No. No. And a way you can check yourself is, we said the atomic number for osmium was what? 70, what? 76. Okay? So when you add these numbers together, Xe has what atomic number? All right, so 54 plus 2 electrons plus 14 electrons plus 6 electrons. If I've written the configuration right, I should get 76, right? So 54 plus 2 is 56, plus 10 is 66, plus 4 is 70, plus 6 is 76. So I've got 76 electrons. So as long as I didn't mess up with like my 6, my 4, or my 5, then I've probably written the configuration right. Now, as long as I didn't mess up my numbering on my periodic table, I probably wrote it right. What if there's what? What? Pick a different number. All right, pick one. Give me a symbol from a book. You get rid of all the crap we wrote here. PB. PB. We can do uranium and PB. Are they in the same row? Okay, we'll do PB first, then we'll do uranium. All right, so PB is here. All right. Hello, my dear. Ashaya? That's okay. All right, so TB is here, right? So this whole row is symbolized by this green dot. So if this whole row is this green dot right here, what noble gas is before that whole green dot? You got a new name. What did she call you, Ashley?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you Ashley. I'm gonna say something that sounds really unprofessional. I'm a white girl, and even I did better than that on the first day. All right. So. I was like, well, you know, some people call down, they have the wrong class period and everything else, but I was like, do you have any other younger brothers and sisters? Or is it just you and Zanari? You have one? Oh, okay. Younger? Okay, so they'll be coming up behind you. Coming up behind you? So what grade? The 8th grade one, get tossed up. Might be retired. First grader. I'm being alpaca farmer by then. Sam may be spared. Because I only have 3.5 years. I can retire May of 2021 with full 30 years. I could technically go out a year early, but I won't do anything to cut my retirement pay. And going out a year early might cut my retirement pay. So the alpacas need the money. All right, so now that Ashai is back with us here. So TB is symbolized by this dot. This whole row is this green dot. Everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
So if it's the whole row is the green dot, what noble gas is before the green dot? Xe. So we put Xe in brackets. Okay? Is everybody good with how to find the noble gas? Okay, so this whole row, and up one. Okay, does that help? Okay. So, now, from there, where are we at from there? Success 2. And then what number? What block? How many? 1. Oh my God! Y'all packers are calling me. We go how far to the green dot, people? Yes, you did. It was the 2s, the 10s, and the rest of those numbers. 5D1. And from there, we go down to here, right? So what number? What number? Now 11. Okay. 4F. Now, y'all are saying 14, but we're going to what element? We're going to TB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're stopping there this time. So we're not going all the way across to 14. We're stopping at TB. So 4F8, and we're done. It's okay. I would rather you participate than stay quiet. It's okay. I say stuff like that all the time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so uranium this time. Somebody yelled out uranium, which is down here. Okay? So what noble gas is before uranium? I told you to put a square for the bottom row, right? So this whole row is radium. Okay?
Now we're gonna say 7S.
Oh, radon. Sorry, I said radium. Radon. Yeah, I know. I was repeating you. All right, so uranium is right here. Everybody with us on this whole row is the square? So go to the end and up one to radon. Everybody good with that? Okay. So what comes after radon? Okay. D1, and then we're down here. That looks terrible. Where did you get what? I have no, because D had 10. They counted all the way across. Say what? The 6 is right here. So 7F2, 6D1, because that 6 is right in front of D block. Okay? Oh, all right, can we try some?
Oh
All right, so let's say that you guys do platinum, let's do bismuth, let's do gadolinium, and let's do einsteinium. Let's do those 4. And then we're going to color. We got to get at least the color done today. If we don't finish number 4, I can deal with that. But we got to get the color done today.
Is that second circle beyond or in the people?
Okay. Well, yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Yes. Anytime you cross that dot, you have to go back. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm sorry. How many people? Guys. Well, I'm just saying, I can't think of the body, my whole body. I just want to, that's literally nothing to do with the Oh, yes. Six. Sure, I was, hold on, don't count it. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Sorry, you're at line already. Get what? So we write it fine. I'm going to say okay, I'm going to Going to what, PC? 5D1. Okay. You cross that out.
I think I know what.
Yeah. Yeah. You go back. You done either one?
You can cross the room.
We'll stop talking. Yeah.
Yeah, both it up.
5D1. 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 And now, that dot, it says you now, you have 4F, how many? Okay.
Oh my God.
Now,
I'm gonna put this on.
go back to dot, you have 5D1.
One,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have 1, you have 7 more. All right, so what you do is what I'm very
yeah.
Mario, you done? We're gonna see what you got.
What's that?
Look at that. Yeah. If you cross across a green dot on your paper, you gotta have the 4F. What's wrong? Then I'm gonna do. Huh?
Okay, so you're gonna do PT.
I do.
You start at 5.
Which one we doing?
7?
Which one we doing?
What we?
All right, so you're doing 6F2, 5D how many? And then you go down and you say 4F. Yeah. Okay. Only issue I have is why you write it next to PT and not GD? You,
Where?
there. You said PT, but you're giving me the answer for GD.
Oh. What? Oh.
So it means, I don't know if they is.
So the 6?
All right, let's talk semantics. Let's talk about.
Yeah.
All
5.
right, so for platinum, platinum should be XE, 6S2, 5 who?
Oh, 5B, yeah.
5D, how many? 8. And then 4F, 14.
Wait, what? Wait.
Gadolinium would have been 6S2, 5D1, 4F, 7. Okay? EF would have been RN, 7S2, 6D1, 5F. How many? Thank you. I don't have to count. And then the last one, VI, would be XE, 6S2, 5D10, 4F14, and 6P3. Now, can we do dot diagrams from shorthand? Every day of the week. So let's just say we want to do a shorthand for ES, which was this one. What's the highest energy level? How the arrows look? How the dots look? Together or separate? Let's just say I wanted to do BI. What's the highest energy level? Bottom one. 6S and 6P. So 6S would have how many lines? And how the arrows look? And 6P would have how many lines? And how would the 3 arrows look? Okay, so when I go to draw the dot, how would the 2 arrows look? And how would the 3 single arrows look? Okay, so would I have any trouble with a dot diagram from shorthand notation? No, you could do a dot diagram from shorthand notation. You don't have to do it from longhand notation. Okay? No? Questions about the quiz though on Tuesday? 2 orbitals, 2 electron configurations, 2 dot diagrams, 2 shorthand.
Don't talk about 3-day weekend.
The only advantage I get Monday is I don't have to be here till noon. I understand. Huh? It'll be 8. I just told you. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 8 questions. Alright. Y'all need colors is another periodic table. Now, get a periodic table and 11 colors while I start trying to color and write neatly. Yep, 11. Oh, what did you do?
I know, I found it from
You might need it if it gets a little cluttered. But to start with, no.
How many colors do you need?
I told you 11.
I didn't hear you.
You can get every color without white.
Wait, that's close. That's 11. That's 11.
Yeah, back you up now.
I'm driving.
You gotta get your turn.
That's my God. Great God.
I saw that.
I signed that.
Oh, I did it like it's dark.
How you ready for? You're not doing costume.
Yeah, especially with some stuff. How do you wear socks? Oh, yeah, yeah.
20 years.
That must be very
On his
thin.
birthday party.
Why do you have on a skirt?
Right, but it's like 30 degrees outside. They-
Yay! White.
Why not? What discriminate?
You want to dress that way so she can claim color here.
Yeah. I already have this one.
How many colors do we need?
11.
Never mind.
Take out all the colors except white.
Do I have all of those? Do I have a blurble?
Which one takes forever?
We don't have the same color you're doing, right?
Nope. I'm just trying to vary the colors.
Yellow.
11.
Yellow.
Yeah,
And that
11.
one's for.
McLovin.
Yeah.
I had a name like that. McLovin.
You need to work a little faster today. Now, do not color so dark that you cannot add symbols, because we're gonna add symbols.
Why can we have the symbols for?
Well, we can. Ah!
11 colors?
Grab all of them except for white.
No. Oh, I was startled, yes. I can't tell the difference.
You can shade, you don't have to color.
I can't tell the difference. It's two different colors.
I don't care what you color.
Yeah, you'll see how many colors
I know. We're gonna put numbers in after a bit. Don't write numbers on this one.
I don't like that.
Alright. Color in those names and group names. Now, the names are more important than the color, by the way. Okay?
How you get it?
Tell me, the names are more important than the color.
for allergy.
As a light purple.
Oh, we do a little bit of this.
Yes, you did. That's what I said. A lot of this, if you had a decent 8th grade experience, should be reviewed. If you had a crappy experience, lots of it is reviewed. Jordan is all reviewed.
Yeah, for you.
Oh, that freshman year, like, the next semester, like, first off, it's real, right? And then freshman year was weird, and it's so weird, and then it's Jeffrey.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
No.
Scary, dude. I was terrified of that truck. Give him like apples.
Yeah.
I remember when I was driving out of the town, I was like,
Yeah, what does it try?
he does the traffic.
Oh, you said you did.
Probably not.
Is
Hydrogen is old, Steve, or is it just like?
hydrogen is technically part of group one, but it's not considered an alkali metal, which is why I did not color it green like the other alkali metal.
What did I do with the girl thing?
Yeah. Just don't color it.
Okay.
You'll cut it.
No, I really don't like them.
Yeah.
It's okay if you did.
Well, anyway, it's the first one I did. I went like this.
I can get your video. I forgot your camera. Oh my God.
Did it too.
I don't even know how it feels. It's okay. Not a crack. It's like,
No,
Just stay in emergency. Yeah. You always want like a popular.
I'm glad you don't make a big deal out of it. It's very bad. I shouldn't color my hydrogen and the oxygen. And you don't want my head off. Can I can color hydrogen black?
not worth getting paid in the water.
Maybe. Okay, let me go get black.
Bro, you go to Kenny College.
I mean, ideally you didn't color it, but if you did, you did.
Like, I colored it red, but like now I gotta color black. Not be red.
Oh, it's fun.
I just colored up down the one. I don't know.
Again, this is not a museum piece, it's a note.
That's all. Mine are so long.
They might, but they're not getting the museum, so stop worrying about it.
Can we make molds in here? Oh, natural mold.
October, can I do my, 23rd?
Can we make molds? Like, I see this thing on Instagram. It looks like this one, two, three, five.
They made. all-
Wait, yeah, they dress them up. Because you like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're not making something old, we're making clothes.
Why not?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. October 23rd, like.
Do you have a lotion celebration?
Wait, where?
Why?
Why would I?
The fifth?
Right.
Yeah, fifth was Kenny. You posted that word, I got the hours. You got that lunch, breakfast. Yeah. I'm gone.
Oh, they're waiting on.
Yeah, I don't, like, yeah.
No, I mean. Wait, what now? You want me to take one of your someone gives, but they don't necessarily have to do it.
See, I would say that too, but not like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like this morning, I poured, like, I don't have it, I poured myself a cup of coffee, like, a slow down for it. And I sat down and I was grabbing a piece of dinner, but my mom's like, what are you doing? You can't drink coffee? What's going on, Jerry? What's going on? What's going on? What is it? I like how you put complimentary colors together.
I love to say that you stop doing that, but. Like. The red.
Keep this back.
This is mine, this is their light and the rest of
Oh, really?
yeah, this was.
Well, you are.
Not happy.
Well, you have to. Like a lot. Like, you're my favorite one. Your birthday says you too.
I don't. She tells me that on a regular basis.
Everything you say has the right sentences based on how you say it.
No, that I did not know. That's ridiculous. I could have lived my entire career without knowing that.
He uses you in almost everything. That's so cute, you guys. I don't think you're talking about it every day. He was here. He never talks about really. I just love everything.
Love the cat.
I don't love you. He never talked about doing my stuff. I mean, she might have talked about it. Like, I didn't say this enough to her. Yeah, you know, I don't know what kind of shit talking to. I talked to Asaya. I talked to Tyree. I never walked Avery. Yeah, earlier. And then what's that one guy? Yeah, I talked to David.
Where's David?
Yeah, not that David. the other
I know, but where's David?
Where's David?
That I already have. Ah. That's where I'm from.
Thank you. So,
I know here. You know that.
Oh, we take it, we told him. I'm sorry, David.
Mario, you don't have that.
You know, just want to keep it on
I know,
top.
you're the only like.
You know what?
No, so you better be doing about my bag check.
Yeah, I did something.
Wow.
He did it yesterday. You know,
It was only what? 3 questions yesterday?
we still do it though. Yeah, but
Is
he
it-
has
oh,
two
my God.
free periods. He has two free
Well,
periods.
no, he has some classes, but apparently he doesn't do them.
What are you talking about?
No, oh yeah, one period.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I don't do it.
It just depends. It depends if you want to do it.
I intended to say, I got off there.
I thought it was still on.
I'm certified in Microsoft. But I don't want all that stuff. Oh, I am secretary. Tomato. Aw. I just realized that. That's a coincidence. So might as well I made an appointment.
Like, answer my head. Wait, where'd it go? Martin?
Oh, no. Every time I said something to my mom that I had to do 30 hours, and she got passed out. She thought I got in trouble. I was like,
Get through it.
wow. Oh, yeah. I said, you have to do 30 hours. I'm working with special education. And
Okay.
oh.
All right, are we done coloring?
Yeah, we're done.
I told them, we gotta at least get all the information on the table.
Yeah, come on, Oh, yeah,
Bro, Mr. Al has a pet
Make
peeve
sure you have
when
the
he colors
names written
pencils.
down. Names are the important part, not the coloring.
I think it's both the names and, oh, wow.
Wow, that would have been smart. I would have, you outlined it right.
But look, I didn't even color all the way.
I told you. Latino.
never had. But it's nice people. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That don't even matter what.
Really?
Like you're looking at it, oh, no, you're looking at it.
Yeah.
I took the 20, but I'm still like.
Hey, what you did?
I took the 30. Oh, it was 30 bucks.
Yeah. All right, hold it, hold it, hold it.
My body.
Yeah.
You guys have that 2 minutes. All right, start putting other stuff on there. Well, that was nice. You took the parents and then was texting.
I asked you this morning. No. Because you keep asking, I'll never pay for it. That's why I was. It's already,
No, it's not child abuse. That's very pretty.
No, but my brain was. It's early. I doubt it was gonna do. No, you keep asking. Never do it.
What do you want me to have? What? I thought that-
Let's just all be thankful.
I don't relate.
All right, does everybody have the name? You can color later. I need to move on. All right. Now, there are 3 states. I need a different color. I can't look at that. Yep. Now, the 3 states matter are what? Now, we're going to label 2 on here. All right, and the other one is the biggest one. We're just not going to label anything on. So, what are the most obvious ones that would require the least amount of labeling on the table? Liquid and gas. Solid is 3/4 of the periodic table, and we could write S in all those spaces, but it's much easier to just label liquid and gas, and then everything else that's not labeled is a solid. Okay, so we're going to put an L in the 2 boxes that are liquid. So, any ideas as to which ones are liquids? There's only 2.
Mercury.
Mercury is the one everybody always gets. Okay? The other one is a halogen. The other one is a halogen.
Halogen.
Iodine.
Iodine is a solid.
Oh. Bromine.
Bromine is the other one. Bromine and mercury are the only 2 liquids on the periodic table. So put L's in those. Alright? And by the way, your quiz on this is on Wednesday. So for those of you who need a couple days to process this, it's on Wednesday. Yes, ma'am. Was HE colored? Yes, it was a noble gas. HE, that's all noble gases. It's right here. Yo, Ethan, you need anything? It's right there. All right. So, gases. There's 11. All right. The gases should be easy because 6 of them should be a breeze. That is written at the top. There's a legend right here. Good. 6 of them should be easy. Which one am I telling you are the easy ones? What? I heard it.
The noble gases.
Exactly. The noble gases are the 6 of the 11 that are the absolute easiest to keep straight. Now, the other gases are the ones that Tashawn and Nada are over here yapping about that you already know. Okay?
The gun.
So, what other gases do we know?
Hydrogen.
All right, I heard oxygen, I heard nitrogen, I heard hydrogen. You got 2 to go.
Oh,
Carbon is a black solid. You're writing with it if you're writing with a pencil.
You what?
F is 1, carbon is the black solid. If you're writing with a pencil, you're writing with it. Fluorine is a gas. All right? We picked up the not on top of the F. And what? Chlorine.
Oh,
Chlorine is a yellow gas. Chlorine is a yellow gas in its natural state. When we make it a compound, like the pools, it's a compound, so it changes from its natural state into a solid.
What did they use back then for yellow?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but it's a compound. It probably has a chlorine compound. All right, those are gases. Now,
And everything else is solid.
everything else. Now, without me filling that in, everything else is what state? It's a solid. That's why I said, do we really need to write S's all over that table? I don't want to. Now, take something dark, and I want you to draw in
There.
there.
Yes.
I don't care what you do. Okay? So we need to talk about the 3 types of elements that you talked about in middle school. Maybe, or science. Probably not in biology. Might have, but not technically their curriculum. So it would have depended on whether they wanted to talk about it. Metalloids. Okay? And there you go. Alright, so for the metalloids, I'm going to use a green triangle. Now, this is the only thing that we don't agree on. Depending on the periodic table you look at, depending on the textbook you look at, there are different elements labeled as metalloids. Why? I have absolutely no idea. Okay? The ones we're going with, that everybody agrees on the top, are these. These 5, everybody agrees on. The ones we generally don't agree on, tend to be, well, AP sometimes we don't agree on. Germanium we all agree on. Antimony we agree on. Polonium we don't always agree on, but we're not going to count it. We're not. We're going to go with those 7. Some books say polonium is. Some books say AT is not. We're going to say AT is and polonium is not. Those are the 7 we're going to use. Now, for the purposes of where it's located, the answer is on the staircase. Now, non-metal. Non-metal are found where? Okay. Non-metal, I'm going to use a star. And they're on the right of the stair. Right? So, those are all tiny little stars in all these boxes. Oh man, that need some room. Yeah, I didn't leave a tunnel in, so some of my stars kind of fall to me. Okay? Everything on the right of the stair, with one exception, who is not on the right, but it's also a non-metal. Hydrogen. So over here, I'm going to draw a little star over here on the left. Okay, but everybody on the right is a non-metal. We're not leaving a star off anybody. So if I forgot one, tell me. AT is got a triangle in it, so it doesn't get a star. Anybody who's got a triangle does not get a star. That can't be 2 things. I'm sorry. I just can't. Now, so everybody I didn't draw anything in is what then? It's a metal. So 3/4 of the periodic table is a metal and it's a solid. Okay, now we need to put some numbers in. We need some group numbers, we need some period numbers, some oxidation numbers, some outer shell electrons. Say what? Does T have a star? Yes. He has a star. All right, does everybody have a symbol? Hurry up. Yeah, take a picture.
This is what I thought.
This? I don't know. So I don't think it's first. Everybody else in the county uses this first.
See, I thought. Oh, you're going back. More like compound. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think it's just.
Right, they did make some more. All right, now, if we look at the periodic table, group numbers. All right, group numbers. All right. Groups, first of all, you should remember, run up and down, and the vertical. Guys, I told you it was going to get a little close. All right, group numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. They run 1 through 18. Who does not get group numbers? 1 to the bottom, F block. So if I say on the quiz Wednesday, what's the name of group 18? You need to tell me group 18's name is the double gas. If I say what's the name of group 1, you say group 1's name is the very good. Okay? Period. Period. Run left to right. We refer to them as horizontal. And they are 1 through 7. They do match the energy level that you numbered across here. Now, the only difference is, and sometimes people have a hard time with, is let's say I ask you about Molly B. Denham. It's in group number what? 6, it's in period number 5. But you know that 4 that we have here for 3, 4? That 4 is an energy level. It's in period number what? 5. Don't let those energy levels trip you up. The period is a 5. Okay? What? No, I was just giving you an example. Look at that there. All right. Everybody got it? I said the energy levels that were here. Okay, that 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I ask you a period number like for this, okay, the period number is 5. It's not that 4. That's an energy level, okay? So don't let that energy level throw you off. Please. This would be period 6 and period 7. Because remember, that came from there, and this came from there. So the periods are still 6 and 7. Okay? All right, everybody got it? Last thing. Yeah, we've got 2 more numbers to go. Now, you might want your other periodic table at this point if it's getting really close. All right. Outer shell electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Everybody here has 2. Now, have you wondered how I can see the dot diagram so fast to walk around and go, yep, 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 yep? This is how I can do it so fast. Everybody in group 1 has how many electrons in the outer shell? It's going to have how many dots? 1. If you have an element in group 1, it has 1 dot. Everybody in group 2 has how many? 2. Everybody in group 13 has 1.
Oh, 1 or 2.
Everybody in group 18 has 8. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now, the final thing, I got 2 minutes, is oxidation numbers. Remember I told you, we're losing our oxidation sheets on day 60. We're on day 44. Yep. 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 Everybody in group 1 has an oxidation number of what? +1. If you look on your oxidation sheet and you look up sodium, its oxidation number on the chart is +1. Everybody in group 2 has an oxidation number of +2. If you look it up on your oxidation sheet, those elements have a +2 listed on the sheet. Okay? I know. We weren't doing it. Zinc has a +2. Silver has a +1. Everybody else's oxidation numbers through here vary, so I have to give you a Roman numeral for the transition elements. Okay? Zinc's is a +2 and silver's is a +1. Yep, that's why I just wrote them in. Huh? Because they don't change. Because it can be positive or negative. We're going to talk about why next week. For all of them. Now, your homework is to do what? You have a quiz Tuesday and a quiz, just move back to normal. I'm a quiz on Tuesday and a quiz on Wednesday. I'm not giving you any more homework. I'm a, guys, then study. Somebody get Ethan. Who has Ethan's number?
Wait.
And Tim. You study. Remind me of the quiz on Tuesday and Wednesday. So sometime Monday, text him, not like 11 p.m. tonight either. Did you get that one? Did you get this one?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Did you get this one? No, it was this one, and this one. That's all of them. And they're on the video, yeah. And it's on that one. Those are the only 3 we still have. So if you have pictures of all 3 and they're on the video, you have it. Who's that Catherine? I'm trying to remember who wanted breakfast. Anybody else did breakfast besides Catherine? Is it? That's it. Let's stop with the video. Bye, Queen.